Let's look at the next question now. Question number 14. In a society of 40 people, 25 drink tea and 25 drink coffee. How many drink both tea and coffee? How many drink only tea? So again, Venn diagrams. This is my universal set. These are my tea drinkers. These are my coffee drinkers. So in total, I have 40 people and 25 are tea drinkers and 20 drink coffee. How many drink both tea and coffee and how many drink only tea? So let me show it here. Yeah. So let me show it here. See, one thing that I need to specify, see, they haven't mentioned, see, in situation like these, there might be a condition where there might be people who are neither tea drinkers nor coffee drinkers. So you have to take care. Now, in this question, it is not clearly mentioned whether there are such people or not. So you start with the assumption that yes, there all the people would be either tea drinkers or coffee drinkers. But in a situation, we can have a situation like this. We can have a situation like this where there would be tea drinkers, there would be coffee drinkers, and there will be some people here who will neither be tea drinkers nor coffee drinkers. And then there will be a universal set. So these two cases you should clearly understand. And if nothing is mentioned, then you can assume, because otherwise you won't be able to do the question. So we start with the assumption that there are no such people, there are no such question mark people who are neither tea drinkers nor coffee drinkers. But I want you to understand this well, that there is a possibility of such cases also. So in this case, I have assumed X to be people who are tea drinkers as well as coffee drinkers. Another important thing that you need to understand when you are doing this question is, so these are the tea drinkers. So the tea drinkers are 25. These are the coffee drinkers. So the coffee drinkers are 20. Now, when you are adding the tea drinkers and you are adding the coffee drinkers, you are adding the X twice. X are the people who drink tea also and who drink coffee also. So, for example, let us take a example. Let's take a rough example. So, let me give this example separately. So to explain this, I have taken this example. So for example, I have 5 people. So Ram, Sham, Krishan, John, Ashok. So as a universal set, in my universal set, I have 5 people. Now Ram, Sham, Krishan are tea drinkers, while Sham, Krishan, John, Ashok are coffee drinkers. Now if you see, Sham and Krishan are tea drinkers as well as coffee drinkers. They are both. So 3 people are tea drinkers, 4 people are coffee drinkers. But if I have to, find the number of people. So, for example, let me put it like this. So, for example, if I am given this information that 3 are tea drinkers, 4 are coffee drinkers, 2 drink both tea and coffee. So, how many people would be there in the universal set? So, when I am doing the calculation, so tea drinkers plus coffee drinkers, because these 2 people, Sham and Krishan, are being added twice, I'll have to subtract them once. So that is why I have to, subtract 2 once from 3 plus 4. So 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 minus 2 is 5. And of course, the universal set has 5 people. So that is why, I hope now it is clear, that is why this X has to be subtracted. This is a confusing topic, but I hope you are able to understand. If you still face any difficulty, please comment. I'll be happy to help you out. So my equation now would be 25 plus 20. 25 plus 20 minus X is equal to the universal set, which is 40. So when I calculate this for X, X is 5. So 5 people are here. 5 people are here who like tennis as well as cricket. So these are the 5 people. Now, if they are asking you the exclusive tennis people, so it would be 25 minus 5. That would be equal to 20. If they are asking you exclusive cricket, then it will be 20 minus 5 would be equal to 15. But the addition should work out. So 20 plus 5, 25 plus 15 is equal to 40. Now, for example, in this case, another thing that I want to clarify, which I was discussing in the beginning, was that I can have there might be two other members. Let us assume Sita and Sheila. Now, Sita and Sheila, they are neither tea drinkers. They are not even coffee drinkers. Yeah. So they will be put somewhere here. These two people are neither tea drinkers nor coffee drinkers, so they would be put here. And then when we are, auditing the number of people in the universal set, how we will do is, this is how we'll have to audit. So 3 people are tea drinkers, 4 people are coffee drinkers. You'll have to subtract 2 once because they are added both in tea drinkers as well as coffee drinkers. But then you'll have to add this 2, where this 2 are these 2 people who are neither Sita and Sheila, who are neither tea drinkers nor coffee drinkers. So that is why the total would be 7. So in my universal set, there will be 7 people. And of course here, if you see, there are 7 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I think it would be making sense. So, so in these word problems, when we are doing the word problems, you'll have to take care of all these things. Frankly, for a class 8 student, if you are doing this in class 8, it becomes a bit difficult to understand. This is a bit, what personally I think this requires a bit of maturity. So this is a portion which should be done in class 9th or 10th or maybe class 11th. For class 8th, this seems to be a bit immature. But anyways, that's how the system is. So let's move to question number 15. Again, interesting question, and let's start.